back to our channel. If you are new here, welcome. Today we are doing another story time, and I wanted to tell y'all the title. Like, I wanted to say like this story is gonna be about blah blah blah, but if I tell y'all what it's about, it's just gonna give the whole thing away, and I don't want to spoil the ending. So of course this happened in Raleigh. Of course this was 2013. And what's that? So the last story, you guys remember, I did not have a car, blah blah blah. So in this story, me and Randa had upgraded to share a car. We had a little Pontiac, a little cheap little car, but you couldn't tell us nothing. I mean, we was officially rolling, okay? Broke down, rusted car, but we was moving. So I met this guy on Tagged. Why do all my stories, I meet guys on Tagged? I mean, it was a good era though. But. So we met on Tagged, and he, honestly, even though I had the car, I was still broke as fuck. So I don't want y'all to get it twisted, okay? Even though I thought I was popping, I was still broke, okay? So you guys, so I met this guy on Tagged, and he was African. Y'all are very aggressive, okay? Very aggressive. Let's just put that out there, okay? So I met him on Tagged, and he was like, what did he say? He didn't have no car, okay? Now the tables have turned, and I'm like, you ain't got no car? We were talking, and back then, I didn't even really care about looks. I mean, you had to be decent. So we were talking, he was cool, he was all right. Again, I don't remember his name. I don't know his name. I don't know the man's name. He was very aggressive, I know that. Anyways, so we were like, he said he didn't have no car. And I said, well, I have a car. And he was like, well, if you come out here, because in Raleigh, I lived in Cary, and he lived out by New Bern. And if you know that distance, you know it's requiring some gas, okay? And it ain't requiring no $5. It's requiring some real gas money. So he was like, if you come out here, I'll give you gas, and we can chill. Mind you, I was a broke bitch, okay? So gas was like everything to me because I didn't really have no money. So that gas was gonna last me whatever. And I got a free meal. So he was like, we can go out to eat, and then we can chill. Like, he was so persistent on chilling. He wanted to chill so bad. And I was like, Reva, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? But I went ahead and we set up the date. So we set up the date, and I was gonna go to this pub off of New Bern, some little restaurant. I don't even remember what it was. So when I get to the restaurant, he is already drinking, okay? And he already feeling himself. And I'm eating, I'm not vibing because I'm only there for the gas money. I'm only there for the gas money. Let's just be real. So, and the meal. Let's not forget that. And so we're vibing, and he's like, he real pressed about chilling still. I'm like, I don't have no place. So I don't have no apartment. So he like, okay, well, we can think about getting a room. I let that go in one ear, out the other. I changed the subject, okay? I changed the fucking subject. And he's still drinking, so I'm like, I need to drink because I need to cut this edge off, okay? Because I'm getting real irritated. So I'm like, so, you know how you don't want to ask nobody about the gas money, but you like, I need to ask you about the gas money? So I'm like, so babe, you still gonna give me that gas money? Like, you still gonna give me that gas money? And he was like, that's all you care about is that gas money. Yes, That's it. That's all I care about, sir. You're absolutely right. And the meal. You keep forgetting the meal. In my head, I'm like, he ain't about to give me this gas money. I'm like, I came all the way out here, barely enough gas to make it out here. Like, and he not about to give it to me. So I'm like, oh my gosh, Reva, you're gonna have to think of something. So he's like, oh, and that was the thing too. No, I didn't say I was gonna take him home. No, because I would never say that. I said, no, that's not all I care about. I want to hang out too. And then he was like, oh, okay, well, let's go get a room. And I'm like, he was like, don't you want to spend the night with me? And in my head, I'm like, hell no, I don't want to spend the night with you. I don't even know you, sir. So I was like, I don't spend the night on the first night. Like, I'm really like, I don't do that. So he was like, we don't have to do nothing. Like, being very aggressive. He was like, we don't have to do nothing. It's not always about sex. Boop. Sir, that's a red flag. It is about sex. That's why you bringing me to a hotel. We're not about to go in there and play cards. Okay? So he was like, it's not always about sex. I just want to spend time with you. You just worried about that gas money. And that's about it. So I was like, okay. So I said, well, look, because he was getting so aggressive, I was getting nervous. So I was like, we can chill. I said, I'll go up there and I'll chill for a little bit, right? But his vibe was giving me, if I went up in that room, he was never gonna let me out. Like, it was not, I was gonna have to fight that nigga out. So he was like, okay, well, he calmed down after I told him I would go up there and hang out with him for a little bit. And so he was like, okay, so he was like, you want to go get a bottle? And I'm like, no. But I had to play it cool because, child, I'm not trying to stereotype, but the Africans I've come with, they got a little temper on them, okay? Sure, let's go get a bottle. So then he was trying to be nice and he was like, okay, we can go get some beer. I can put gas in your car and then we can go to the hotel. So I'm texting Miranda and I'm like, this nigga is about to take me to the hotel and I don't want to go. Like, I don't want to go. So she's like, bitch, what are you gonna do? Da, 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 da. So I'm like, I don't know. Y'all, so we get in the car and I don't remember this, the area is that I think it's like, okay, so the 540 was like there and there's like a hotel on the side and I think there's like a Walmart on the other side or whatever. So the whole time after that, I was just so terrified of this man. So I'm like, bitch, think, Rita, think, get out of this situation. Like, what the fuck are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? You've never been in a situation like this. You need to think. I watch the ID investigation channel, you know? So I'm hip to this, okay? I know how not to get killed. So I'm playing it cool, we're driving, you know? I'm making him feel like he about to go to that hotel and he about to get him some, okay? I'm just like, yeah, babes, the babes, because I want him to be calm and I want him to be comfortable. So we go to the grocery store and he's like, I'm gonna go in and get some beer, right? So he's like, just wait right here. So I'm like, okay, cool. So he goes and gets the beer and I'm there, I'm waiting like a dummy. He goes and gets the beer and he comes out and he's like, did you want anything? I'm like, no. I'm like, but since we're gonna turn in, you know, we might as well get the gas right now. So he's like, yeah, babe, let's go get the gas. So I'm like, boom. We go to the gas station and he fills up my gas tank and he's like, he fills it up and he's like, let's go find a hotel or whatever. And I'm like, oh, I'm in too deep. What am I gonna do? Like, I don't know what to do. I can't give this man nothing. Like, and I'm not giving him no ass. That's just not gonna happen. He's like, pull into this hotel. Like, oh, just aggressive, you know? So I'm like, okay. So we pull up to the hotel and he's like, I pull up to the front. He's like, find a parking spot. There was no parking spot available. There was no parking spot available. Thank God. So he was like, we went around, there was no parking spot. So I said, look, I'm gonna just drop you off in the front, and a parking spot was coming out, and I said, and I'm gonna park right there until you handle all your business and get the keys. Y'all know what this man said to me. Y'all know what this man said to me. This man looked me in my eyes and said, all right, you better not leave. Y'all, I had to play it cool. I'm like, leave? Why would I leave? I said, I just went to the grocery store with you. We just got a bottle. Why would I leave? You don't even sound right. And he like, oh yeah, you right. He goes in and I pull around and I back into a parking spot, right? I find a parking spot. It's looking right directly into the lobby of the hotel. So I call Rand at this point and I'm like, girl, he's at this hotel and he wants me to come upstairs. I do not feel comfortable with this nigga. Like, she was like, bitch, hit the gas. Y'all, I pulled off on that nigga so cold. My poor little car, and I didn't have no tags on the car. I didn't have all my ducks in a row, okay? So I had no tags on the car. Baby, I was flying like I was legal. I hit that corner. I hit that 540. I kept going. I was so scared, and I was so proud of myself that I left. It was crazy. So I drove and drove, and I just didn't stop until I got home. The next day, this man blew me up on tag talking about, you're broke, and I'm gonna tell all the men on tag not to fuck with you. Then I did not care. It was worth every single penny. Yeah, you guys, I ran off on that man. I left him at the counter. I wonder what he said. I wonder what he said when he saw me leaving. Yeah, I skirted off. I hit that corner. No tags and all. I hit that corner so cold. So yeah, you guys, that is the end of the story time, Raleigh edition. I do have more because I was a little fat box. Not really, because I wasn't giving it up, but y'all know. You guys, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thank you for rocking with us for Vlogmas. We're trying to stay consistent. We're trying to give y'all what y'all need. So let us know what you like. And I'm about to go to sleep. Peace.